I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at StockMarketMentor.com, and it's Tuesday, April 12th. I'm going to keep going on Yamana as long as as long as it continues to work. I like to, when I can, use these chart of the day, these free chart of the day videos as ways to help you to make money. Okay, that is kind of what it's all about, so I want you to be doing that. Gold. We're still in a trading range, but when you look at this, when you look at the strength of gold, don't just think about trading GLD. Think about trading the individual stocks. I'm talking about some of these in a different way in our strategy session tonight on oil, where oil looks like it's it is breaking out above $40 a barrel, and you can think about trading oil, or you can look at some of the stocks that are really popping on that. So we'll look at gold in the same way. You look at the recent resistance here at 121, 122, something like that. Silver, though, is a little bit different, because this is already broken out. This is broken out above resistance. Gold, you see, it had this major breakout here, very extended, but this is still struggling with the top of the range. Silver, not so much. The top of the range, that was kind of yesterday's news. Today, this has moved up even more. So you want to be looking at silver, look at gold, and you can see that money is definitely moving into these heavy metals. Now, silver Wheaton. It's one way you can trade silver. Resistance right up there at 18, 18.10. But doesn't this look a little bit like gold in that it kind of maybe sort of wants to think about breaking out, but it hasn't really done it yet? So we look at all of these things, and as strange as it may seem, silver looks better than gold, but Yamana Gold continues to look better than a lot of these other stocks. This is one where for how many days? I guess, yeah, you could count this day. 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row, this is traded above the upper Bollinger Band out of a massive volatility squeeze. This is what you want to see. Volume continues to be really heavy. Now, it wasn't quite as heavy today on Tuesday as it was on Monday. But I'm looking at this, and this is a scramble to get into this company. I think, frankly, you're too late to be buying this right now. The time to be doing it was last week when we first covered the stock, or even yesterday. You really wouldn't do it. You want to be long when this is first breaking out of a squeeze. If you're long, though, I want to help you manage that trade. Look at the 15-minute chart. First thing in the morning, this goes up and then it drifts sideways. Same thing here yesterday. Goes up and then drifts sideways. Finally, this morning, goes up and then drifts sideways. Same thing here. So you're seeing the moves in the morning or not at all. And that's really the way you look at it, is if it doesn't move up first thing in the morning, it's probably done going up. So I think you can let's use today, meaning Tuesday, let's use that intraday, or that opening print. I'm sorry, I'm trying to speak English, having a tough time apparently. The low is $13.91. The open is $4. That's $4.12 is where it closed at. So if we just use that, okay, we use $4.12. We'll go down to today's intraday low. You got about a 4 or 5% risk is all. So if you're long the stock, again, I think it's too late to buy right now, but that doesn't mean that you should sell. If you're long the stock, keep a trailing stop just below today's intraday low. Certainly just below the upper Bollinger Band, which is at 383. So there's a number of different ways that you can keep your stop, but my suggestion is use either the open or more likely actually the intraday low, 391. You put your stop, well, I just put it on 387, so I guess that's where. Bottom line is this: when you got so many days in a row where the stock gaps up, or at least opens up and then continues to move higher, opens up, continues to move higher, etc., then if you see the stock move back to a prior day's intraday low, that tells you that something is different. Until that happens, I just want you to stay long Yamana Gold. Okay, members, over to the strategy session. We're covering some squeezes and some other stuff that's just flat out working.